Hello, welcome back to the channel. I'm Zach, this is Brandon, and this is Dominic. We're 9 to 5 Tactical. Today we're going to be talking about the Hel Port from Monsoon Tactical. The main goal of this video is to answer any common questions about getting the Hel Port on the Hellcat Pro. So the topics and questions we'll be covering today is going to be accuracy, return to zero, muzzle flash in low light conditions, felt recoil reduction, recoil with different grades of ammo, holster compatibility, pricing availability, and lastly, pros and cons.
So the first topic we're going to cover today is accuracy. We did tests on both of the different slides at 10 and 25 yards to test the accuracy while benched. And here were the results. Alright, so there's actually 4 shots right there, so 2 of those touching. So we should actually test at 10 yards for the Hellcat Pro with and without the Hel Port. So you see stock here, I had one go dead center, but the rest of the full one right here. There's 2 right there touching, so it's actually very good accuracy right there. Moving on over here, the Hel Port, you can see the deviation is actually almost non-existent. Those 2 touching right there, that one was probably me just throwing a little bit to the left, but the grooving here is very good. So I'd say at 10 yards, still no really any deviation. We'll push that to 25 and see if there's anything else as far as deviation we can see. All right, are these one X's? So just finished the accuracy portion at 25 yards for the Stock Hellcat Pro and the Hel Port configuration. So this is more of an issue with a zero. I was also pushing all high left, so we'll need to re-zero that. But as far as the groupings wise, the deviation from here with the Hel Port are still very similar to each other. With this deviation at 25 yards, I would almost say there's no deviation at all. So going with the Hel Port configuration is a good choice since there's obviously no accuracy loss whatsoever at 25 yards.
In this next topic, we will be discussing the return to zero. Here we'll roll some clips of the first person view of how the dot behaves. As seen in the clips, we noticed that the ported Hellcat Pro returned to zero noticeably quicker than the non-ported. The port really helped push that muzzle back down, resulting in a faster return to zero and allowed for faster follow-up shots.
Next, we're going to talk about the ported Hellcat and how it performed under low light conditions. To show this, we got to shoot this in first person view with the lights off and using the weapon mounted lights on it. As seen in the clips, we did notice that the ported Hellcat had more muzzle flash versus the non-ported. However, with the port having more muzzle flash, we did not find it distracting or obscuring the targets.
Next topic at hand is felt recoil reduction. As seen in these clips, we try the ported versus non-ported back to back and give our thoughts. Alright, starting with the back-to-back comparison, we're going to start with the Hellcat Pro stock slide, non-ported. Whoops, a little trigger freeze there. Onto the ported version, the Hel Port by Monsoon Tactical. So yeah, I'd say that's a pretty clear winner. Anything helps with the Hel Port. It's helping push that front of the gun down faster and helping with the return to zero. It does feel a little bit less snappy. That could just be me with some placebo effect, but I'd probably say Hel Port number 1, non-ported number 2.
Give that like a percentage.
I felt recoil reduction, I'd probably say probably like a 30% recoil reduction. It's maybe less than that, maybe like 20%, but it's helpful, but due to its size, it's still rather snappy.
All right, so now we're going to shoot the Hellcat Pro stock. About 5 rounds in there. Felt pretty good. Now time for the Monsoon Tactical Hel Port. All right, so for felt recoil, I definitely felt like the Hel Port was working. Is the red dot was staying in the window quite a bit. I'd say percentage-wise, it was cutting down maybe like 25–30% recoil. I felt my window, or the red dot in the window, was coming down quicker, returning to zero. So yep, definitely Hellcat with the port, and then the stock was second.
All right, so now I'm up to give my thoughts on the Hel Port comparison. I'll start with the stock configuration for the Hellcat Pro. Okay. All right, moving on to the Hel Port configuration. All right, so just like the other guys, I definitely felt a difference in them. I'd say as far as felt recoil, I think it reduced it probably around that 30% mark, just like the other guys. The main part that I saw though was the return to zero was significantly faster compared to the stock configuration. I definitely had it float a little bit, come back down. I had to my time taking those shots, but with the Hel Port, I saw it come down like almost instantly right after the shot broke. So yeah, I give that a thumbs up, give that about a 30% reduction. All right, for this topic, we discussed the performance running different grains of ammo. For this test, we shot different grains of ammo back to back on both the ported and the non-ported to compare, and we captured them both side by side under slow-mo. We used 115, 124, and 147 grain ammo. For the results, we found the 147 grain definitely worked the best in terms of muzzle flip on both firearms, but the ported slide was still noticeably flatter than the non-ported slide.
So next we're going to talk about holster compatibility. There are no size changes between these two. The Hel port is ported at the front of the slide and the front sight is shifted back a bit. The slide length is virtually identical and should fit any Hellcat Pro holster.
For the next topic, we're going to do pricing and availability. The pricing for the Hel port is $300 before shipping and taxes. As of November 2023, the current lead time for this service is 9 to 12 weeks estimated.
Finally, with the pros and cons, starting with the pros, the foot recoil reduction with the Hellcat Pro being a snappy compact, the port helped tame the recoil by about 30%, as well as the return to zero was noticeably quicker with the port pushing the muzzle back down. Also, we found no reliability issues. Even with different ammo grains, we did not run into any malfunctions. Also, since it is a port and not a true comp, it doesn't change the dimensions of the slide and can run the same holster as a non-ported Hellcat Pro.
In conclusion, the Hel port does help tame the recoil of the Hellcat. We do not see any reason not to get the porting done unless you're worried about voiding the factory warranty. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please like, share, and subscribe. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments below. See you in the next one.